Alright guys, this is it a vlog? I don't know what I'd class this really. It's just going to be a short video anyway. First of all, I'll just let you see what's going on here. If I could get my finger right. That's what she said. You could see that I've got this sort of like display going on for my DVD shelf. So I've got all my beer glasses and I've just banged my fucking elbow on a fucking thing and it hurts. It's one of those pains where you just want to punch someone. Going well this video so far, isn't it? But yeah, as you can see, I've got my sort of like beer mat collection very roughly stuck on with blue tack. This was just like a temporary thing really, before I got it all finalised, but I think I'm going to neaten that up actually, as well as my glass collection. So that's going across all of my shelf. Then of course we've got a little display underneath, which that's not going to last because I'll be taking those off soon. Might make space to add more onto there. But yeah, I just wanted to sort of like spruce up the sort of like beer review room, which is of course the bedroom. And yeah, just like little bits and bobs. I got my old granddad's pint pot there, which needs a clean because it's like rusty as hell inside. But I wouldn't use it, but it's, yeah, nice to have a display of some sort. So yeah, I've been collecting this stuff pretty much since I started getting into craft beer. And it's actually, although it looks pretty crap, when you're watching a review, the video quality is low anyway, so it doesn't really matter, so you can't really see it properly. But it just, you know, I'm actually just glad to be finally doing something with the shit that I've been collecting. And the main part of this video is because I'm finally putting my labels to good use. So I've had this poster for years. It's a little bit big. It was always a pain in the arse to find a frame for it. It seemed like the best way to do it was to have a frame custom made, but you know, how much are they going to charge for that? So I remember I was in IKEA and I saw this frame for the poster. And the poster fits, but it was always like too big at the top and the bottom. So it never really looked right. And of course, being in Germany, I've been away, so they put it away like on top of what was my wardrobe, because I'm now in my younger brother's bedroom. So I was like, yeah, what do I do with my labels? And then I realised I had this big frame. And this poster, which is awesome, it's the German poster for Bruno Mattei's Rats. Living, I can't remember the subtitle of it.
They're here! They're coming! God, no!
But fantastic piece of cheesy, sleazy goodness right there. But it's just, if it doesn't look right in the frame, why keep it? And I could probably make a couple of quid by selling it onto a collector who's going to take much more care of it than I will. Not that, you know, I didn't take care of it, because it's an absolutely wonderful poster. You know, the painted posters from back in the day, so much better than this photoshopped bullshit that we're getting nowadays. And then they try and do this like sort of faux painted look, like adding a retro touch, and it just looks too digital for me. Whereas stuff like that, you know, it's actually a painting, and it's a work of art in its own right. So hopefully someone can enjoy that a bit more. But I thought I'd use the frame, because it's a massive frame actually. And as you can see, this is what I've done so far. I'm literally just sticking with Pritt Stick my labels to the backing of the frame. And then of course when you get to bits like this, because it's about that much obscured, I can just roughly cut it off, do you know what I mean? So, you know, you can see the creases in a lot of these labels, but I sort of like that crude, rough and ready, plus it's so much simpler, you know, and there's really no rhyme or reason as to how I'm putting these on. I'm always picking out like my favourite labels, which I'll put on at the end, and then of course these like little pieces like that, they're always good to like fill in like little spaces and stuff. So it's going to look at least interesting. It's not going to be polished, it's not going to be pretty, but it's going to be something interesting to look at for when I'm actually doing beer reviews. And yeah, so I've got a playlist to finish. My watch later playlist, which has got like 200 plus videos, which I never got around to watching. So while I'm crafting, I'm also craft viewing and watching one of Joe D's chats from a while ago. Yeah, and plus to get the ambience properly done, I'm going to be lighting my gingerbread candle, which smells absolutely fucking divine. I'm feeling really creative. I'm finally getting rid of these labels, and yeah, I thought I'd make a video to show you how the progress is going. So yeah, I'll come back in a little while and yeah, enjoy this crappy, pointless video. But aren't they all? Anyway, see you in a bit. So I've made a little bit of progress, but the sort of like OCD part of me is starting to have a bit of a hissy fit, because the more you put down, obviously, the less space you have, and then you think, why did I stick that there when I could have kept hold of it and it could have fitted in perfectly there? But it's coming along quite nicely, but I've taken a break because my fingers are sticky, and I was still crafting, you dirty buggers. I'm going to cook my tea because I'm getting a little bit peckish now, and then while I'm doing that, I'm going to watch Tony Howard's latest update, even though I think it's a few weeks old now because I'm only getting around to it, and he always gets bonus points for his music choices, especially this time with The Clash's Lost in the Supermarket, which is an absolutely wonderful song from the greatest band that ever lived. So I'll quickly show you what it's looking like now, then if you're interested, you are, okay, then I'll show you my food, and then we'll carry on. Hopefully I can get this done tonight if my OCD doesn't kick in, even though I've never been diagnosed with OCD. You know, I'm one of those people who likes to pretend that they're Jewish, like the Larry David and Neurotic, because it's apparently trendy to be like that. But yeah, anyway, hope you're enjoying this video so far. Well, it was pointless me telling you about all of that in that clip just then, because I've already eaten my tea and you're not going to see it. So what I basically did was, because we've got loads of like leftover stuff, and I'm trying to be a bit more thrifty. So, you know, we had some pasta, a jar of pasta, which is God knows how long that's been there. Some like homemade tomato sauce left, and a little bit of feta cheese. Just bunged it all together. I don't know why I'm telling you all this. This turned out to be a little bit of a longer vlog than I anticipated. But yeah, I'm going to finish off doing this, and thankfully I've got good company in the form of Tony Howard. So yeah, see you guys in a little bit. So the core of the project is finished. Covered the whole area, but I've still, I'll show you properly in a little bit, still got loads of like small like circular things that I'm gonna probably just add on here and there, and the only thing I really need to do is just cut around the edges where there's been a bleed from the papers. But yeah, I'm actually really quite proud of it. Shouldn't have taken me this long. It's taken me like 3 or 4 hours, if not longer, just to stick stuff to a board. Yeah, there are some things that I wish I hadn't have stuck in certain places, but I'm not even. But yeah, so I'm going to show you what it looks like, and then when it's all neatened up and finalised and in the frame, I'll show you what it looks like then. So this is what the finished thing looks like, which I'm actually proper impressed with how that's turned out, to be honest. Unfortunately there is a little bit of glare on it, so you're not getting the full effect, and you can see the odd crease here and there, but I'm not bothered. I'm happy with how that's turned out. But, and it's a kind of big but, which I do like big buts, but there's one fatal flaw about this. Let's have a look. So, being the absolute idiot that I am, I didn't actually check where the hooks are on the back of the frame. And it's technically upside down. So I'm gonna have to get something to either stick on there and like hold it with string, or add like a little hook or something like that so I can stick it to the wall. I mean, it's fixable, but when I found that out after spending such a long time on it, and yeah, you can see how rough it is as well. I'm not too bothered. Thankfully the frame on the front hides like the creased edges, because it was a fucking pain to get in that frame. It really was. But yeah, so I'm happy with that. Aside from the hook situation, but it's easily fixed, I suppose. So thanks for sticking with me through this sort of vlog and whatever. I might make a series of all the little craft stuff that I do, because still got quite a lot of stickers left, and I might do a video on me doing this properly if anybody's interested. But yeah, if you've got any ideas for things to do with labels, bottle caps, beer mats, just beer related stuff in general, feel free to let me know in the comments. And if you've done any little tutorial type videos, feel free to can't even talk properly. Feel free to share them in the comments as well, because yeah, I love stuff like that. And even though it was a little bit tedious at times, and the whole frame, never just stick it to the backing board if you're not 100%, or at least look before you start doing that. But I did it the completely wrong way. But that's me in general. If I could do it cheap, if I could do it rustic, if I could do it a little bit different than other people, because I like to cut corners and it ends up working, I'm very happy. So thank you guys for watching, thank you for sticking with this rather pointless video, and more importantly, I look forward to seeing you next time. See you guys later.